Welcome back to the second half of Day 1 of the Syndicate Competitive League Tournament. We are in the winner's bracket. We are looking at Warlords of the Deep and Insurance Fraud Inc. The blue team has brought 3 Windicators, which have warped in at 0. They have 3 Mollis and 2 Crucifier.
And hey again, this is Saldrine, and for the Warlords of the Deep team, we have something really interesting this time. We have triple sins. An Osprey, 2 Mollis, Crucifier, and another Mollis.
Alright, and before the match gets fully underway, there is a trivia question, and out of the correct answers, there will be a random name picked for a 500 million-isk prize. The trivia question is, for which Alliance tournament was the Adrestia a prize? Go ahead and answer that in the stream chat, and the match is now underway. We'll see how this pans out. The Sins, I believe, have dropped drones dropped on both sides.
Yep, the Sins have dropped heavy drones. We were thinking sentry drones, but it's heavy drones that are on the field. And the primary immediately for the blue team is Viserion in his Sin, and he is, oh my god, he's going down really fast. He's shield tanked and he's in low armor already.
Absolutely melted. His shields went away and his armor vanished in a poof.
Yep. When you're in a Sin, the last thing you want on top of you is 3 Vindicators, and he is down. That is the first ship down of the match, and it is the Sin.
And that was all she wrote for him. One of the Vindicators is just about to bleed into armor, but that doesn't matter. Another one of the Sins taking armor or shield damage, I should say. But at the rate it went last time, it won't be long before he too explodes in a giant fiery ball of death.
Exactly. Sergeant Ante in the Vindicator, though, however, in the blue team, is taking massive damage as well. He's just about to drop into structure, so it looks like it's going to be all over him very soon. And at the same time, the Sin of the Miztrimati is taking massive damage. He's already in low armor, and he's going to be exploding shortly.
This is a good old-fashioned Galente slugfest. I miss these toe-to-toe, just big damage fights. This is fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. These Sins, however, are very lightly tanked. You got to think they were maybe, I don't know, they could have kept range better from these Vindicators. They seem to get caught incredibly quickly.
Indeed, I mean, not even get caught, just very little buffer, it felt like. I felt like the Osprey never even had time to get reps on the first one. You can see that his reps having effect now on the third Sin being primary, but certainly on the first one, I never saw any shield come back at all.
Exactly, especially with the 3 Mollises on this red team. They were definitely a range-controlled team with some form of kiting, but even with the agility bonus of the Sin, they were not fast enough to escape the webs of these Indicators.
Well, and as that Sin goes into armor, a Crucifier as well is going into armor, so we may see 2 ships explode at once here.
Exactly. As I said earlier, how many Sins do you need to commit before you're committed a crime? And it appears to be the answer is 3.
And apologies for there a bit of delay on the UI and the stream, guys. We are aware of it, but follow our play-by-play, and you'll know what to look for when it happens. Here goes that went down, Sin down rather there, and we just have frigates left with the Osprey on the field. So this looks like it was a pretty clean mop-up.
Yeah, exactly. With no logistics and a good amount of damage on the red team, it was going to be difficult not to lose one of those Vindicators, which they did lose, but they're completely in control of this battle right now, with 2 Vindicators there just to mop up these remaining support ships.
You know, what's interesting to talk about really quickly is the Insurance team, blue team, banned out Simeon Basilisk. They kind of wanted to go against a team that was either going to be armor tanked or lightly shield tanked, so they wanted something that they could pick apart pretty easily. And Warlords bans were Golem and Macariel, is that right? Golem and Macariel. So, yeah, they were looking, they didn't want to get out-kited or outranged, basically. No, they didn't get
it. And it just unfortunately ended badly for them. Maybe they were expecting something completely different here from the blue team, and maybe them coming of those triple Vindicators was just a real shock for the red team. But whatever the reasoning, it is going to be over for them pretty soon.
There is a Mollis down. There are 2 another Crucifier down and a Mollis down. Those boundary violations, I think they were. Yes, they were. But all boundary. Gosh, yeah, the Mollis 180 from me. Those would be boundary violations. Go ahead.
And there we go. And the victory goes to Insurance Squad in Fight 1 of Match 5 of the second half of Day 1 of the Syndicate Competitive League Open.
Well, we'll be back with you for match 2 of this round in just a little bit here. We'll see if it goes to 3 or if they can clean it up in 2.